Today's video is brought to you by Oxido LED lighting. You might think that you can see just fine at night. Well, I did too, until I did this little upgrade. As you can see from this footage, here is some before Oxido LED lighting, and here is some after Oxido LED lighting. The difference is amazing. With high brightness and easy installation, Oxido LED lighting is definitely the route for you. They're easy to install, and they're available for all makes and models. Click on the link in the description below and enter promo code 612motorsports at checkout to get yourself 15% off. Now back to our video.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of 612 Motorsports. Today's episode, we're back on the S10 Xtrame. As you guys saw in the last video, we did those window switches, which are working wonderful, by the way. So it's kind of back into that avenue of things again, where we're just sort of kind of buttoning up, replacing a few little things, maybe to help out some issues, and actually some of it is also preventative. So it's just kind of, the truck is 20 plus years old now, and it's just time to kind of replace some things. I have this weird noise, you guys might be familiar with it, some of you OGs. I call it the phantom vacuum noise. It only happens in reverse for whatever reason on a cold start until the vehicle warms up and builds some vacuum pressure for whatever reason. So there's a couple things we're going to be doing today that I hope maybe take care of that. Probably not, because that's just the way things go in my world, but we're going to do it anyways. But before we do anything, I need you guys to hit pause, go down, hit that subscription button, the notification bell, leave comments, thumbs up, all that stuff. Super helpful. It's very greatly appreciated, and it is truly the best way to help support the channel and to help us keep doing what we do so we can bring it to you. Do what we do, bring it to you. Anyways, sorry, I'm OCD today and autistic on top of it. But we got a few things to do today. We are actually going to be replacing a three-way purge valve, I guess, on the brake booster. It's kind of where I feel that phantom noise is coming from, and if this doesn't take care of it, we're actually going to be probably just replacing the booster and the master cylinder and going that route, because that's about all I can really figure out after this. We are going to be doing the manifold absolute pressure sensor, or the MAP sensor, as well. Just time to change that out. I want to make sure everything's good, all our gauges are reading properly, and everything is functioning smoothly and securely. And then while we're in there, we're also going to be doing the PCV valve, positive crankcase ventilation valve. And we'll get into all of what each component does when we're doing the switchovers here. So grab yourself something to eat, something to drink, put your feet up, and get ready to enjoy.
This is what I got. GM, and they've got the check valve and the gasket washer as well, because that could be bad more so than the actual valve. So it is located on the 4.3 and the S10s here on the left top hand side of the brake booster, and I'm just gonna kind of, you can hear it's relieving a little pressure. That just came out relatively easy. This popped out, and I can see, you can see a hole through there. You can see my fingers, so we might have had some loss of pressure because of this itself. I see it in a couple spots. So that actually could be part of our mystery sound. So it's a good thing that the new one came with. So what I'm gonna do is put that in first. And part number will be in the description below. Kind of try to wring it around and make sure it's seated good. We don't want it loose on any of the edges. Okay, so that's in there nice and good. So now I got to grab a pliers quick, loosen up this clamp here, and switch that out. You'll notice, or I'm noticing, looks like a considerable size difference as well. So hopefully that doesn't affect anything. Should still work the same. It is the correct part number for this vehicle. They might have restyled or designed things over time. Working in a dealership, I deal with a lot of recalls, and things like this are stuff that they would recall if there was issues. Maybe this actually is a recall and I'm just not aware of it, but we're going to correct it ourselves today. Here. I wouldn't mind investing in an actual clamp tool. See how the hose kind of naturally lays, and then clock that accordingly so it's not putting undue twist and strain anywhere else. So that feels about right. These things are stiff. It never hurts to have the proper tools. Just get it right in the same spot. Lock it down. And now this should right back into place. With a little persuasion. I kind of twist as well if I can, just so I don't push that grommet into the housing, which kind of feels like that's what's happening a little bit. My boy Trey here used to work here with us, and technician and all. So a little trick of the trade, a little Vaseline, hopefully move it up a little bit.
I always try to use a dry lube when doing something like this. If you use a wet lube, it'll dry the seals out incredibly quickly. Just a little pro tip.
Good to know. FYI. Okay, let me get my hand down here so you guys can see what's happening. Oh, like butter. Okay. I'd like to thank Garrett, who you've all seen before, for the Vaseline. Okay, so we got that little guy done. It's all in there, looks really good. She is pretty good, and I'm kind of hoping too that Vaseline, you know, seal up anything around that gasket too. So that is one extra job done. I can't believe how many holes were in this thing when you start to look.
I bet that's the cause of the phantom noise.
Because I always felt it was...
I mean, it sounded like it was from under the dash.
Right, like up in this corner somewhere. And it was just so odd, and it would only happen in reverse.
Yeah.
Park, nothing. Reverse, noise. Neutral,
and
nothing.
When you're reversing, you're usually on the brakes, like not riding them, but like you're constantly like...
Yeah.
Unless you're a maniac and you're just like, screw it.
So we also have another issue. It's a fuel-related issue. And the other day I was getting gas, and I pull up to the pump. I put my card in. I start to pump gas, and I got 58 cents in before it started puking out of the truck all down the side onto the ground. And I'm like, what the heck? Tried it again. No, I couldn't get more than like 60 cents in the vehicle, and it was on empty. So that means we have a issue with like the purge system, the ventilation, and maybe thinking that the tank is actually fuller than it is, so it won't allow any more fuel to go in. Fortunately, I was able to go home where I had gas in a gas can, and it went in slowly using the gas can.
but there are several things that can cause some of those issues, and one simple one is always making sure that like your gas cap is clean of debris, seals good, and whatnot. And like I said in a previous video, I'm a little OCD, and the gas cap that I currently have on there does not have the cord, the keeper cord attached to it, and this one does, and it also has nice fresh print on it, because I am a stickler for that kind of stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and swap that out real quick. We are using OE genuine GM products. Part number will be down below in the description if you didn't catch it there. So we're gonna go ahead and throw this guy on real quick. So pretty straightforward. Remove that guy. This print is pretty fresh, but you know, it's missing the cord. You can see there where it broke off, or maybe they cut it off and wanted to do that for whatever reason. But what I was talking about is there is a rubber seal right along the inside edge here, and that can get dry, brittle, and can actually not cause you to get good seal and pressure and ventilation and all of that good stuff. So we are making sure we want to not have that problem. So we're gonna put that on, and this little guy, it goes right there. Behind here. It's on a weird piece, so pops out of there, and the new one pops into place, just like so. And boom. New, fresh, crispy garbage. See ya. So now we've got PCV valves. I used to call them PVC valves because I'm a little dyslexic, and a little autistic, and a little bit on all of the spectrums, not just one of them. Probably a few you've never heard of. Probably a few the doctors haven't even come up with yet that I'm on. But PCV, positive crankcase ventilation. So what it is basically a ball valve or check valve, like a two-way, one-way. You can hear it in there. So when the ball falls, it does not allow anything to go through. You can actually see it right there moving around. So it closes off the hole. Falls, closes off the hole. Opens, allows air, pressure, ventilation to enter, escape, go where it needs to go. So we're going to replace ours here today, located on the valve covers. There's one on the back side. I just reached in and got that lifted up, and you can see this thing is pretty roached. I don't know. I don't know if, like, mechanically it sounds like it's working, but it doesn't sound as free flowing, as loose as the new ones do. So that is one of the reasons we are replacing them today. So it's plug and play. Probably don't have to lube this one up any. Just push her in there, and then there is a gasket on the valve cover, matching receptacle, and just go ahead and push her in all the way till it seals, and you are good. That's now done. So now that we've got that dealt with, this is what the new ones look like. Where's our old nasty guy? Look at that difference. Like I said, this one sounds a lot freer and looser. It's not all gummed up. That one doesn't sound very good. I imagine you can probably clean this, but honestly, the part was like $3. Not worth cleaning. A can of cleaner is going to cost you 4 times what a new PCV valve will. So just part of general preventative maintenance. Also, once you start getting up into higher miles, 60,000, 80,000, 120,000, there are certain things you're going to want to do just to keep your vehicle running at peak performance and cause you from having any headaches down the road. So let's move on to the next step. Our next and last thing on the list is our MAP sensor. MAP, manifold absolute pressure. And that little guy, it is located on top of the intake right here, behind the throttle body and all of that stuff. I've got this new one here. I can show you what it looks like before we go ahead and get all that stuff tore down. And like always, part number, boom, will be in the description if you didn't get it here, but you can find all this stuff on Rock Auto. That's where I got it because I like to collect magnets. I don't know about you. So this is all it is. It's literally just a straight, simple little sensor, simple plug-in with a little import port part at the bottom that gathers that information. Now Trey is going to turn the camera around and describe to you what this actually does while I'm fighting to get this out of the package.
Oh, I'm upside down. Hey guys. So the MAP sensor is the manifold absolute pressure sensor, and what it does is determine the mass airflow rate of air entering to determine the optimum amount of fuel for combustion. So pretty much you need it to get optimal fuel efficiency and run right and not burn your too much fuel, too little fuel, maybe you're sucking too much air. Keeps everything running the way it's supposed to be.
What he said. All I know is it's here and I gotta move it. I'm not real good with all the technical mumble jumble, but I did unplug it already and it should come up. I'm gonna use this handy little tool. It's crazy when you work in this kind of industry, like camera stuff and whatnot. There's a lot of magic that happens all of a sudden, just shows up and appears when you're least expecting it, but mostly needing it. So, what up, dude? I had to steal some Vaseline. Like, there's no big, divot in it or anything. Right. So, why are you not coming out? It should just pop out. There it is. So this one, not from what I just did, because I went in off the side, was also broke. Could be part of the problem. So old, new. Again, it's just good to have good new seals for everything there. But we're gonna go ahead and switch this guy out.
Am I okay to make a little noise?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, like I said earlier, we're in the new shop here, and I'm kind of in Garrett's area, and it's coming in to do a little work, so you'll hear a little crap in the back. Alright, so this plug-in doesn't have any extra stuff to keep it attached safely, so you're good, but I'm just making sure it's pressed in all the way. Well, got a few things wrapped up. Super happy about that. Actually, was able to get a couple of things crossed off the list here. So let's see, what do we got? We got the MAP sensor. We can cross that off. We did the check valve. We crossed that off. We did the power window switches. We crossed that off.
We do have a few other things here, some small, some large, and we will be crossing them all off here sooner than later, but it is good to get a few of those things done. Make this list smaller, not longer. With that being said, that's going to wrap things up for us here today. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, stay positive, work hard, and make it happen.